Well, hello everybody. Thank you for clicking into this We'll Fix It team. In case you're new to this channel, say team because without your guys' engagement and hanging out with us and doing these videos, we wouldn't be where we're at. So you guys, we're a team. We work together. And so basically what we're going to learn about is this Cadillac we're working on. This is the 09 Cadillac DTS. There's a lot of similarities throughout the years of the DTS that were made. This is a 4.6 North Star overhead cam V8 that likes to leak oil. Cadillac guys, gotta love you people. I don't know, if you should really like Fords. We have a lot in common. This thing came in with zero fuel pressure, the fuel pump not working, and the customer unfortunately is in a tight place. And I like to do what I can to save people money. And I like to do it safe and effective. Unlike some people who make things that are supposedly safe and effective and then mandate people to get things, but then it's not safe and effective. So that's a whole other video altogether. But long story short, so I said, this thing's got a bad fuel pump. Well, in this video, I'll show you how to change the fuel pump and some things that I did that actually wasn't the fuel pump, but it kind of gives people an idea how to work on their car. So please hang out. Let me show you what I ran into and what we did to fix this thing, and a little bit of a how-to. So get ready, and here we go. Real quick, like to test fuel pressure. There's your fuel rail. There's your Schrader valve. We've got a fuel pressure gauge hooked up. We're at an acceptable 60 psi, 65. That's what the fuel pump or the system requires for it to operate properly. And I can't throttle under the hood because I don't have a throttle cable. I got a stupid drive-by wire, so we're just going to have to just deal with that. But anyway, so it's running. To show you how you change the fuel pump in one of these, let me run you around over here to the back of the vehicle in case you need to change your fuel pump in case you need to. You access it through the trunk. There is I've got the trunk open, of course. I've got all the stuff that was in it out. I've got the carpet pulled back. It's up towards the passenger side rear seat there. There's a cover, and you don't have to hop in the trunk. You'll have to get in there and take an air hose and blow the dust off and release a few connectors and doodads and whatnot, and then once you do that, the fuel pump will come out of that little hole right there, so you don't have to drop the tank. So there's the how-to. Now you'll notice this thing is running. Okay, so what did I find wrong with it? Let me flip around over here to the back of the area. Under the seat, first thing you need to do before you go to messing with the fuel pump, the seat comes out relatively simple. It scoots in. You can grab the seat at the point where it snaps in right here, and I'll give you a little bit of reference point. I flipped the rugs over so I wouldn't put footprints on it, even though the car is kind of, it's media. Got kids, you know how it is. Anyway, so I was able to remove the seat relatively easily. I just grabbed it and popped it up right quick and got the lid off for the fuel pump, or for the under hood. They call this the under seat fuse box. Here's where the battery's at. And there's where a bunch of French fries and different other things are at as well. And I checked fuses, and this is your fuel pump relay right here. This is the fuse going back to the fuel pump. Notice there's a jumper wire. What I have done is, if you flip the relay over, you'll notice that they're numbered. The terminals are numbered. 30 and 87 when you flip it over you should have 12 volts here with the switch on all the time. You should have a 11 volts, which is also switch on power. This terminal over here will be grounded by the ECM to engage the relay, which then puts power from this terminal over to here, and then it travels through the fuse box over to the 20 amp fuse. Now, this fuse box is expensive new, and it's going to take time, and it's sort of expensive used. And what I had to do was, there's something under this fuse box that's bad. There's a jumper that goes from this terminal to this is the actual terminal that comes from the relay, so we're actually going through the fuse. So we're safe. We still have the fuse in line. We're not bypassing the fuse to do this. The fuel pump, something's happened where this fuse, and a little bit of history on this car. I had changed this fuse box once before. And you're probably thinking, well, the fuel pump's bad. Well, the fuel pump's only a year old. It's got a new fuel pump because originally I thought that there was something wrong with the pump that caused it to do that. But apparently there's just some kind of issue that these Cadillacs have with the fuse box giving trouble. Because that's a brand new AC Delco fuel pump that's just only a year old. And the fuel pump is working fine, putting out fine. It's just a year old. So something's causing this fuse box to go bad, and it's not the It's not blown the fuse, and the fuse isn't melted any. It's just something happened in between this little part right here. So I took the relay out on the terminal of 30 which is this terminal right here. I wrapped the wire around carefully and soldered it to this terminal so I get a good connection. I wrapped it around I found out which one, both my power probe, putting power on this side of the fuse would power the pump up. So that tells me that I'm going through the fuse, and I soldered the wire to this side of the fuse and put it back down into that terminal. It's in there all the way at the bottom. I was careful about making sure I used thin enough wire and a short enough run to make that work. And the wire itself isn't getting hot, so that's fine. That shows that we're not overloading our wire. Like I say, we're running our fuse, we're good. And that's got it running. And what we're going to do is I'm going to show the customer this, tell her about this, and then just give her a minimal bill, because I know that it didn't take me that long to figure it out, and that way I can save her some money. And she's talking about getting rid of this car. She wants to do something different by the 1st of the year, so it's just only a few months away. When this video is being shot, the 1st of the year is right around the corner here. So this has just got to get her by, and this right here will keep her from spending $400 or $500 on a fuel pump. So let me flip the camera back around, get myself out of here. So that's how you change the fuel pump in a 09 DTS. That's where the fuses are. That's a detailed rundown of the relay system and how that works. And if you run into this problem where the fuel pump's not bad, you can with minimal stuff. I use this right here. I have really fancy stuff at home, but this is my go-to little quick soldering iron. Some 60-40 solder that I had laying over there. A short little piece of scrap wire, and the car's running. And I'm sure she'll be happy with it as long as it can, last her till the 1st of the year. This repair may go on for a long time. However, like I say, this economy is bad. People don't have money like they used to, and sometimes you just have to do this. So anyway, thank you for tuning in. And if you like what we do, hit that like button and share it out. Subscribe to this stuff. Peace out.